Hey yo, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope you all having a great day. I myself having a great time. And we here with reality with DVD. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. Wait, let me take the banner off so you can see our beautiful faces. Hey, shine
Yeah.
bright like a diamond. Y'all beautiful like diamond in the sky. Y'all know always start with off as affirmation in my videos and stuff. How you been? How you going on with you?
Ah, child. Yeah, ready for Christmas break with the young.
Yes. So we have a collaboration. This is reality with DVD. She's a fellow YouTuber just as myself, and we both small platform. We hopefully we get big like the other ones, like Blondie and stuff like
Right.
that. So we working grinding, we working hard and stuff like that. But we both love to do what we do. So before we started, I would give people a chance to introduce yourself. Why you make you start YouTube? Why you choose the name and what you do on your platform? And her link
Okay.
to her YouTube is down in my description box. So if y'all want to follow her, click on that link and subscribe. Okay.
Okay. Well, I started off on YouTube as Country Conversations with DVD, and I sneaked in my uh inbox, and I was like, "Small YouTubers unite." So, so that's what I was like. That's how we got together. And I've been doing this for about a year. And I started out actually, I'm gonna give y'all, I'm about to name drop. I started out doing it because I was watching Bundy Blue when I was getting my teeth cleaned. And guess who my dentist was? Dr. Antonella from Belle Collective. And so she was telling me, because I was kind of interviewing her, she was
Mhm.
telling me, girl, you can do this. Start your YouTube channel. So that's why I started my YouTube channel. It was actually just through another reality TV star.
Nice. That's great. I started off my thing. I was like also watching. Vaughn is one of my favorites, and other people I was watching as well. And
Uh-huh.
inspiration from them. At first, I was hesitant because I could have started YouTube a long time ago. I think I started like 2 or 3 years ago, and I
Uh-huh.
could have started longer than that before that. But I was like hesitant. I know people who watch my channel a lot realize that I was a little insecure about my voice. Not insecure, but I love my voice now. But I was worried about my voice, is how I will sound, this like that. But I say, you know what? Let me just do it and have fun, and I just here and just have a good time. And it's therapeutic to me. I like doing this. I like to connect, even though it's a small platform. I still
Right.
enjoy doing these things. So it's like it's an
Mhm.
outlet for me to unwind and de-stress about things. And doing these things has helped me. So I just appreciate that. But hey, our links down below. Subscribe to both our channels. Support us and get us up there. Share our videos. And hopefully in the future we do more collabs and not like that. But we will also support each other's channels by watching each other's videos and
Right.
comment and be there for each other. So that's all we need in this kind of thing. No arguing, no bickering, it's like that. So
We don't do that over here. This
yeah,
is a class.
no drama. We stay at ourselves and do our videos. Yeah.
It's class today.
So appreciate y'all. Welcome. So y'all see the thumbnail. It's Married to Medicine and Belle Collective. We're gonna talk about those two shows. And we also want to talk about a little bit of Carlos King and some of his shenanigans. I know DVD probably know more about his for what he does, because I don't watch his stuff like that because I got tired of a lot of his shows. I still watch Belle Collective as one of his favorite of his platform. But his Mondays, I don't watch it at all. I only catch it when somebody really posts up there and what's trending, like the thing that he did with Sophia. We can talk about that, and we can talk about the little bit
Right.
of his passion out about the millimeters and stuff like that. So if you want to open the platform and share what you think about Carlos, and I give my input to how I feel and stuff.
I don't think about coming. I
I
can't.
know that's right.
When I tell you I can't stand him, but it more so because like when everybody else was talking about him, I'm not a follower. So I didn't want to be that person that just jumped on a bandwagon of hating him.
Mhm.
And so when you know how when Candace started to go, he was trying to steal my life story. I was still rocking with him. Okay. And I try not to be that kind of person who likes Mel, that I go so far as to not liking somebody because they don't like her. And it's not like I don't think he likes her. It's just I think that he is kind of jealous of her. I think he thinks that he should be getting the accolades that she's getting from the show.
Mm.
And you behind the scenes, so what makes you think that you should be getting those things? And then him starting the raindrops after she started the millimeters. So it's a lot of little things in there that gives me the impression that he just wants to be male. If he could take off her skin and put it on, he'll put it on.
Yes, I think he just wants to be the next Bravo, which is fine. I mean, he started off over there, but you have your own lane and your own platform, and I think the authenticity is that we looking for from you is what your castmates want, or your people you hiring wants from you. I know you try to portray that you this great boss and show up for everyone. Everybody can reach you and contact you and stuff like that. And then some people tell us that that's not true in all the way, or all shape, or form, or fashion. So it's like it's inconsistencies, and then how you. Yes, I commend you. You are great what you do. Nobody can take that away from you. You accomplish a lot, and nobody hating on that. I just feel like you just need to be a little bit humble, accepting. It's like us help you get to what you at. And I think he took his title, reality of not what what's his name, reality king, the king of reality TV, too far in his
Right,
head that he
right.
can't do no wrong. And I think criticisms that's come out and stuff like that have come out. He get defensive about it. And I said, well, you the
Very
face,
much so.
you the face, so you have to show up and make sure that you got to accept the good and the bad. Yes, you all this great, but at the same time, when things need to be better, that's what we want. We want to see the black essence. We don't want to keep seeing our people, especially ladies, always in a bad situation and toxic men and stuff, and showcasing that. Yes, you can see the side of it, but we also want to see the businesses and other things. It's like that's what I'm missing in a lot of his shows, and I think that's what I thought we was gonna get. It's like that, and and whatnot. So, how you feel about some of his shows like Love and Marriage and DC and stuff like that? Because Love and Marriage Huntsville, so people who watch my channel know that was one of my favorite show to watch. That was one of my favorite. But I stopped watching it, and I made a final last season. Like that was my last season. I said no, I can't do it anymore. It got toxic. It got crazy. It's the fan base crazy, and it started getting stupid because it's like they're not being real. And it's what means we're watching anymore. I still know what's
Now,
going on.
when you say not being real, do you mean the cast or
I feel like the cast, part of cast, and him as well like that. I think part of me feel like the cast is being fake a little bit. They're not being overly authentic. I feel like it was riding the coattails of Mel and Martell for a while now. And when they took a step back, they not showing up as much. And I just get annoyed and tired of it. And I think a lot of part of it is that this what made Love and Marriage Huntsville so unique is that they brought a lot of outside things into the show. So it's like you really had to keep up with a lot of the other things outside of things to even know the context of things. And when you start realizing, I said, okay, that might be fun. Like recently, we just find out that they knew about the RP. They knew about it.
right, right?
They knew about the affair. They didn't tell ladies. That's why I say like all this is like, what's going on?
But you
And
knew that they knew about the RP because they dropped so many hints. But you haven't been watching the show, but they have been dropping the hints throughout the show, at least about the end part of last season. Saying little things that gave you clues that they were watching it like, oh, well, it was just a text message. But in the same token, they would call her like a 304. And you're
mm,
like, what makes her a 304? What was she doing to make Melody of all people a 304 when for the last at least 14 years that y'all been knowing her, she was married.
mm-hmm.
So what evidence are you speaking of to make you think that's what she is? So Melody, now don't get me wrong. Melody has her things too. I'm a
Yeah, she
Scorpio just
does.
like she is.
She does. And nobody's saying that. That's the problem. She knows
Right.
that.
Right, right, right. But it makes us come to her defense, I think, because of the way the cast reacted to her after she divorced Martell. It was
Yes.
like Martell's a good guy. Martell is a great dad. As Marlene said, my boy's a good boy. Like she smoked 20 packs of Newports a day. But all those things caused him to be an even bigger narcissist, in my opinion. Now, you know, I majored in psychology, so I kind of know what a narcissist is. And I can't say he just has narcissist tendencies. I think he just is a full-blown narcissist who hasn't been diagnosed yet, or probably has been diagnosed. Had he continued to go to Dr. Francis, I think he would have been diagnosed as a full-blown narcissist.
Child, Dr. Francis was getting his behind. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. And uh, that's another thing. His toxicity in the motel, I like the cast act like he didn't do anything wrong and or his side. I mean, I know they were all his friends before the show.
Right.
So it did
Right.
make okay, why y'all pretending? It's like we understand. Like y'all was more his friends and everything, but at the end of the day, you have to understand where she's coming from. And it was just so unbalanced. It just got ridiculous. And I said, I can't do it anymore. And then this whole crash out about the millimeters and then the whole because I talked about it on my channel, Stormy thing, and I was like, listen, all right. If you go say one person got to be responsible, then your whole cast got to be responsible for their fans because they all was doing things behind the closed thing, like Mel said. When they was coming after her, nobody said anything. Y'all ain't tell their fans to stop. Their fans to stop. So why she had to do it? It's like, and then she did tell us numerous times, stop telling her fans to stop doing things on her behalf. She can handle it. But what you want to do?
And then AI Stormy
Mm-hmm.
was sending him $99 and from $99 all the way up to $400.99 super chat. So that was encouraging him more to be against Melody in that particular instance. So they all had somebody on their sides while they're trying to say that Melody's fan base was more toxic than anybody. So, you know, the last time I went to Kemper County, where now y'all let me tell y'all, I'm from Mississippi. So I can bring y'all the Mississippi tea. So everybody was like, at one point they were saying that Melody was trying to incite her fan base against Stormy when she found that phone number. You remember that? You remember phone gate?
Mm-hmm.
In the red phone or whatever. No, in her son's phone. The son's phone that Coleslaw had been used. That particular phone, everybody was like the 662 number. Some people were saying that the 662 number was not Stormy's phone number. Now Melody had it all figured out because she was like, it's only one person that I know that has a Mississippi phone number. And they was like, well, if she's from Mississippi, she's not from Northeast Mississippi. And so it couldn't have been her phone number. I said, oh, so I drove down to my aunt's house, who lives like right before you get to the county line, and I pictured the sign showing that Kemper County is actually in the 662 area code.
Ooh,
Yeah, I got a whole picture of the Kemper County sign and everything, so I can just show you that she had reasoning to believe that was indeed Stormy that was calling the little baby's phone. Why didn't Coleslaw have her own phone? That's another thing.
That's
Motel hotel is broke. I'm assuming because
yes.
how else
Okay, that.
Bob the builder without a builder's license? How else would all these people be able to call the baby's phone?
Yeah. Yeah. But I just knew Carla just take ownership. And like how he did Sophia, that released into Belle Collective, because I do have to work later on things, so like that. But the for Sophia thing, when she mentioned that how she wasn't protected and everything, he got really defensive, and then I think he took the video down, and I don't know, he edited it out or he never put it back up. It's like that, but he never put it back up, so he took it down. So it's like he took it down because she's mentioned that, and I was like, okay, I said one thing, I said yes, production don't have to consult with you about who they hire and whatnot and what they did, because that's their job. They don't have to consult. But I do feel like if you're supposed to be this so close with your cast, I would at least a heads up would have been nice, and especially if it was like a what was it? No contact order that was in place at that time to let her know. I said Selena's gonna be part of the cast. I'm letting you know that she's gonna be filming and whatnot. And I think that's all she would say. But he got really defensive. He said, "Oh, you knew," and this is that, and cut it down. And I was like, "Wow!" It doesn't take away her stuff that she did with Selena before, but it does make it so like you could at least let her know. So how you feel about that? Because I was like, "Wow."
Well, first of all, I didn't realize that Selena was coming on the show either. I thought that she would come on as a friend. I think she needed to be kind of co-stand. I'm not a Selena fan like the rest of you. So there's that. And, I've been trying to hold back as to, how I know them indirectly. I used to date her brother-in-law. I just put it that way. So that's why I know a lot more into what happened between she and JJ than a lot of people know about what happened in that instance. So yeah, he could have given her heads up. And with the fight, how is it that you think that, because we talked about this, I still don't get how is it that you thought that Gucci started the fight?
I ain't say she started the fight. I feel like they both had a hand in it. I would say
Oh,
that Gucci act like she didn't do anything wrong in that fight that led to what happened. And I still stand by that, because at the end of the day, if you watch that scene, my whole thing was, and we're gonna talk about Belle Collective soon because we gotta get into it. When y'all never talked to each other in the passing, if y'all, that was your history. It'd been times when y'all don't say to each other. My thing is, why was this the time that y'all decided y'all need to show out and show up? I was know her. I said that's what she normally does. She know me, I know her. We can continue on the scene and everything. But that's not what happened. So she said, "This is a person you only talk to." Like, I think she came over to talk to Tamba and ignored Selena, and I guess it kind of upset Selena. But I was like, Selena, like, if she normally does this to you, and she never don't. So I said, why do y'all need to interact? So that's one my whole thing about it. I don't think that should have never happened, because I said y'all both decided to turn up for the camera.
Right.
Both Selena and Sophia, they both started to turn up. Because I said, if this was the case, if I was Sophia, I would say none. But when that all was going back and forth, they both was engaging. She called her extra and everything. And then when they was happening, Sophia did do her thing down, turned around, with the glasses, and came back. So they both was interacting. So
when you missed out at right there, let me stop you right there. Everybody leaves out when she tapped on the shoulder with her. But go on.
No, nobody missed that she tapped the shoulder. But at the end of the day, when they was interacting, we all saw that she hit her. She said, "Hold up, this is the one. This is the only person you're talking to." It's like that. But the deal is still doesn't.
No. She tapped her after she began to walk out. Tap, tap, tap.
Okay, but still, she still turned around, said, "Girl, throw her glance down and do this." So when you do that, that means you want to interact. Because if you kept walking away, if she kept walking away, and then Charles directly asked Selena, you think that fight would have happened?
I do, because I think that I probably would have done the same. I'm arguing with you, right? You tap me on my shoulder. I don't know what you're about to do. So yeah, I'm gonna turn around and get in fight stance. And that's what she did to me.
But I feel like Sophia act like she didn't do anything wrong. She still turned around and said, "Do it, girl. Throw her time down," or something like that, and move toward.
What does Selena say? I tell you, I can ask her. Don't leave that part out.
Like I said, I never blame only Sophia or Selena. I said they both was engaging with the whole interaction. Right. My thing is, Sophia don't act like you was not engaging in that whole altercation. That's my whole thing. She made it seem like she does. And then she realized, as she mentioned in the show, that she knew she was engaging and she was a part of it.
But I don't think that was the whole reason that she did the protective order. I think she did the protective order because there was a weapon involved. She did, and admittedly so, hit her in the head with a gun.
Sophia didn't say that. She said she did it because she wanted to be petty. She said that on her interview with Michelle. It's like that. She said she knew she did that because part of it was on to not be on the show. It's like that. So she did that protective order. Whatever other reason she had, she still did it, even though she realized she shouldn't have done it. She said she knew that was going to escalate the situation. So I feel like you own up to the responsibility, and I'm glad, because all this whole year you was acting like I didn't know anything wrong. I didn't know anything wrong. And I said no, you was part of it, and that's my whole thing I had with Sophia and Selena. And I feel like they should not have engaged in that situation if y'all just ignored each other. I said, what made this situation so different if y'all always knew each other in the past? because it can't
Selena
move on.
won't have a problem with her not speaking though. So that's what the problem was with if they know
That's
they
why I
ignore.
said I agree with you. I says, why was the issue Selena for her not speaking if y'all never spoke? But Sophia still engaged. Because I would have said I would have just ignored her. So after the point, they both decided to turn up. So
Right.
after the day, they both decided to turn up. And that's what it is. Don't act like you didn't do anything so wrong, Selena. Don't act like you didn't anything with Sophia. They're both engaged. If y'all both
But
would
I
have said,
noticed that Selena has taken accountability 0% because she has fans on her side, so she don't think she has to take any
well, I don't
accountability.
know what Selena said outside of the show. I only go about what it is on the show. And it's on the show, Selena
Right,
knows
which
they
leads
both
up to the
engaged in.
pool scene on leads up to the
Hmm?
pool scene on the show. I didn't hear her take accountability at the pool scene on the show, which we're about to get into, right?
We'll get into that. But she knows she
Okay.
engaged. After that, she said, "Girl, we both fought." After the day, it was no. They both acknowledge they fought. So the accountability is that they both acknowledge the fault. They don't have to apologize for it because accountability doesn't equal apology. Accountability
Okay.
means that you acknowledge what you did. The accountability is that they fought. When you apologize, people feel like accountability means they have to apologize. No, accountability means you acknowledge what you done. You don't have to be
Right.
remorseful or care about what you did. Because I can say, listen, I hate your guts right now. My accountability is, yeah, I said that to you. I said that to you. I'm not apologizing.
Okay.
I'm taking
Okay.
accountability that I said that.
Right.
So my thing is, they both acknowledge that they fought. So she didn't deny that they fought. They happened. But it's like, whether they get into down what their intentions was, we'll get into that, is a different story. Whether she do her intention was that, I feel like you're both engaged. So
Okay.
that leads into Belle Collective because we gotta get into it.
You know, let's do it.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's hold on. Let me see if I do it this way. All right, that's better. I mean, your little thumbnail cutting off, but let me
That's
see.
okay.
That's all right.
I like that right there.
Thank you. All right, 24 minutes. 20. All right, so let's start off with the pool scene with Sophia and Selena. And
Mm.
I wish, I knew they was not going to give us a whole one there because I do want to know what was more in between Sophia and Selena. Because last season, they had been talking about her. And I was like, it makes sense her being on the show. So I think we would get a bottom of it, but y'all not showing us exactly the root of the issue, which I feel like is more of JJ, not so much Sophia and Selena, but what is exactly between y'all two that you're not speaking of? And I think as viewers, I think we will need to know that. Now I know they went back and forth and try to skate around who was that for or who did this and what was the intention of why they fought and everything. But at the end of the day, I think Selena is hurt more so anything of not being quiet and not saying anything about her situation with her ex. And I think Sophia was part of it in the beginning. But so my thing is how you feel about that scene. My thing is like, listen, I don't think the issue is between y'all two as much. We still need to know why y'all had attention all these years. But my thing is, my attention is that they try to move forward for the benefit of the children. And I think it's helpful for that to do that. And to let go of that pettiness and what's important at the end of the day. So what you think about that scene?
Well, speaking of letting go of the pettiness, we got to send a RIP shout out to JJ for his mom. She passed away today.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
So that would be a perfect time for them to come together and squash out this mess. Now, just a little backstory of what I know happened. This is facts, okay?
But alleged, because I don't know the facts of that is, but alleged.
Allegedly for the YouTube algorithm. Allegedly, what happened is that she left the home. Now, mind you, Selena has talked about this. She left JJ with the girls because she wanted them to be in a better school system.
Yeah,
So
that's she did say
my
that.
only thing is if you left them to be in a better school system and he was that bad of a father, why even leave them? So I think JJ is hurt because his girls have sided with the quote unquote absentee parent. And I feel
I don't
like
think
a
she ever
lot
said
that
she was
happens
the
a
better
lot.
of a father. I think they were trying to make painted that she was the bad of a mother. Because I don't think she ever said he was a bad of a father. I think they were painting that she was a bad mother, which I was trying to say, well, what make her the bad mother? And then because she said at the end of the day, they both agreed that he had a better school system and a better school district. So he was thinking there. But why they painted her as the bad mother? That's what I wanted to know.
Because she implied that he was knocking her upside her head.
I mean, that could
And
be true. I mean, we
and
don't
that
know.
he was a serial cheater.
Oh, okay. I mean,
She
if
didn't
that's so true,
imply
that's
she,
so true.
she said it in her I put it this way. I reviewed um her response to them. I'll put it that way. And
Oh,
those are the things
Her
she
YouTube video that she did. Yes, I
said.
mean, at the end of the day, that's so true. We wasn't there with her and JJ in his home to know is that he could speak his side, but this was her side for finally speaking up for all these years. So if that's what she said, that's her truth. I can't say, "Oh, you lying, Selena," because that's not what happened. I don't know that. We don't know that. So if that's what happened, that's her truth. He can have his truth, and she can have her truth. So I'll try to
But
stay
you
away
know,
from taking sides.
I know about the household and the school district. Now, mind you, I used to work in Jackson Public School District.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Second thing, I not only used to work in Jackson Public School District, I was a DHS social worker,
Mm.
and she implied that he was an abusive to her.
Okay.
So my thing is, if he is that, even if the school system is fantastic, I personally, would you leave your child or children with a man who has knocked you upside the head? One, two, serial cheater. You think that's safe to leave your not only three daughters with him, but
Mhm.
your child outside of him?
I
I
mean,
couldn't see
yes,
myself
in
doing
logical reason, yes, it's not safe. But some people does realize that even though he did that to me, 'cause some people like could separate. Even though yes, it could go hand in hand. If he's doing this to me, he could probably do this to the children, and it would be not safe to do that. But some people feel like he does that to me, but he's not doing that to the children. So I'm not going to deny my children having that relationship with the father. So it may not be right for everyone's situation, but I understand why they could come to that conclusion that and say, okay, it's fine with you taking care of my dad, but I do understand what the abuse thing. If you say that it's not safe, yes, I understand that. Yeah, that's true. But I do understand the other side of things of why people does that. So
well,
it's, you gotta ask
Clint
Selena
is
Gray to watch that.
Clint is a better school district. I mean, than Jackson, because Jackson is the inner city. We got to be real about that.
Mhm,
None of these women, with the exception of Selena, live in Jackson.
mhm, okay.
And even though Tamara's parents still live in Jackson. Now I met Tamara's parents, by the way, because she and I used to go to school together.
Mhm,
We went to Jackson State together. But with the exception of Selena, none of them really live in Jackson. And even when Latrice had her um shop in Jackson, she moved it, and Marie has a spot.
mhm,
But as far as the school districts go, Jackson Public School District during the early 2000s, that school district that she lived in, my
mhm.
understanding, and I taught in that school district. So around that time, it wasn't that much. It wasn't as bad as it is now. I'll put it that way. And I probably would have sent my kids to school there, especially schools like Murrah, and where actually her school district would have been in this school district called this school called Lanier. And Lanier wasn't bad. Tambra and Akeisha graduated from Lanier. So
Okay. So yeah. So besides so everything besides Sophia and Selena, how you feel about that scene in general, or you just feel like it's
in general, I liked it, and I was kind of disappointed in JJ, his reaction to it. I like them coming together. I like them coming together as women. I like them coming together as mothers. What is I can't read that. I
so
can't see that.
Selena also lost a child, a son. She did said that in her video. So how we know that that affect her and JJ had to take over so she could mourn and get her mind right.
The child was lost after the She had already left him, the child that you're talking about, and the 3 girls with him prior to his death. He died on his own. He had already graduated from high school. JJ had already raised him. He had already graduated from high school, and he passed away at the hands of a person who robbed him, broke into his home and robbed. So he was already grown with a baby. That's how she ended up with 6 grandkids, because he had a child. And I know these to be facts, even allegedly, but this is on the news. You can check that out on WJTV Jackson News.
I mean, it can affect people in different ways. It's like that. I think it's a lot of stuff that we probably not privy to in the thing. I know you probably know more, probably talking to her and knowing them personally and stuff. But us viewers, we don't know.
Hold up. I don't know Selena. I don't know her at all. I know I used to date her brother-in-law.
Oh, okay, got it. I got it. So we know people with different things, different ways, and so I just feel like, but then the girls are old enough to speak their truth too, and I do feel like the girls know that the moms, they're not a bad mom, and the dad, I just wish that they don't want the dad to disrespect the mom, because I don't feel like they feel like the mom is disrespect the dad as much. I mean, not that we've seen that much. I know she spoke her truth and everything, and I don't think JJ responded to that yet, or maybe he's lashing out on this TV show because of what her response to everything. So I wish we need to get a little deeper dive, but I know that probably won't never happen. But I would like to sit down with you, JJ and Selena, and get to the bottom of some things to give us clarity of what was going on.
I think I would be jealous too even if I wasn't the best parent. I'm JJ. I did raise you, even though, okay, let's give it to Selena, like she's the queen of doing the right thing. She did the right thing. She wanted them in a better school system. I would be jealous if I raised you from what I think she left them when they were like, I think Sanjay was in like the 5th grade.
Mm.
If I raised you from 5th grade on up to you a senior, and then you, just because I remarried to a woman who also helped raise you, and then you get on TV and treat the absentee parent in a better manner than you treat me and my wife, and you disrespectful to us, but you loving on her, I would feel some kind of way too.
I mean, I don't know if they did anything different, better than they treated JJ, because they love their father just as much as their mother. I just would like, I think their truth knows that their mother was not an absentee. She was around, but.
Okay, so let's clarify what absentee is. Because,
I mean, no, she was absent, but at the same time, the daughter's truth is their mom was still around, even though she probably wasn't physically in the same household. Their mom was still around, because that's their truth. Because at the end of the day, they know.
Absentee.
Huh?
You are absentee parent if your address is not shared with the other parent.
But they still have a relationship with their mom, though. So at the end of the day, their daughter's truth is that their mom, it was still around in their life. So they feel like, no, my mom, yes, she's not in the same household, but she still was a parent to us. So that's their truth. We can't say they're not their truth.
Why I said absentee parent.
Okay.
You're absentee parent.
Yes.
You're parenting in a different location than where your children are being raised.
Okay.
But
they still have a relationship with their mom. So I feel like JJ can't get a bit upset because they still had a relationship with their mom. And that's their truth. So they don't want you to disrespect each other. That's what I don't think the kids want the parents to disrespect each other. And that's the whole point of this whole thing. I feel like she said, no, you can't just badmouth her mom like her mom was this horrible person, and she wasn't. So I think this is what the whole thing about it. And I think he needs to understand that their children are grown now. They can speak for themselves. And he has to understand as a father, you can't do that because this is in us too. And that's my whole thing about it.
I'll put it this way with my girl.
Mm-hmm.
Their dad passed away.
Mm-hmm.
We worked together. He asked to marry me. I turned him down.
Yeah.
But had he survived,
Mm-hmm.
and my children decided once they were grown to kind of shut me out because I remarried and spent all their time with him now and gave him all the credit for being the parent, I would feel some kind of way. But
But I
we
don't
can
think
go
they gave
on.
all the, that's no problem. I don't think. I think you make it seem like they give Selena all the credit. I don't think they did give all the credit. I just feel like they telling the dad that no, she wasn't absent like you said she was, and she wasn't a bad mother. I think they feel like they know their dad was there. They acknowledge that. They know their mom was there. They acknowledge that. Just don't disrespect my mom. That's the whole thing apart to it. So
Do
they
you
go.
think JJ is disrespectful towards Selena?
To be honest, the whole last year they was bad mouth and make it seem like she was this horrible person. Yes, they did. The whole last season, JJ Sophia was like, Selena was this, Selena is that, Selena's that. That's why I said I wanted Selena here this season to clarify, to open up and share her side of things, and we get the
Do
whole
you
point.
think Selena is giving though?
I don't. At this point, whether Selena is giving or not, it's all production what they showing us. So I feel like she might have been giving stuff, or they're gonna show us. That's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, we don't know. We're not getting everything because they're gonna show us what they want to show us. And I wish they would give us more than what's happening. And I think production is to show us more conversation between Selena and JJ. So like if they go get to that point,
Well,
so
think
we get to
about it. In this season right here, the season we're in right now, JJ and Selena are not going to interact. So that's not going to happen
yeah,
on
that's
this
what I'm
one.
saying. We as viewers want that. But if we're not gonna get that, then we missing out all the real thing behind those two. And that's the whole problem with it. So at the end of the day, it's all because what they're gonna show us and what they're not gonna do. So we could go, I think at this whole point, we want to see that. And hope we will get that. We probably won't get that. And I think we're gonna move on from that. He Latrice and Marie had in a moment. Marie made Latrice a burger. It was cute.
That
After
bird
the
was wrong.
yeah. It was cute. I think at the end of the day, they're just not gonna see eye to eye right now. And they try to make it, but I think it just too many damages done. So I just hopefully they can just work to the point that it can be cordial and not have animosity when they get in the same room and just be like that. Y'all probably never gonna be best of friends. Nobody actually had to be the best of friends, but just be okay, be in the same room. And I also don't like people just forcing it either. Just let it be. Just let them
Well,
be.
right
Yeah.
now, in real time, they are getting along.
Okay, that's good. But in the show, that's not what we're seeing. Because we're seeing that they get to the point. So I think because you got to understand, a lot of people don't know outside of the show. So it's like you might have more contact than other people that may know that they go. Because we did see the video that she said sit down with Latrice, her husband, and everybody else and the other cast members. So it seems like they're getting in a better place. So that's what we want. We want them to at least get to at least a place that they don't have to be the best of friends, but at least be cordial and still be in the same event and don't have this animosity with each other.
Yeah, I'm sick of them. I'm
so,
sick of their beef.
so Gucci daughter was living with Sophia. So Gucci and JJ and still felt like Sophia was an absentee parent. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to the Sophia, Sophia's daughter and her thing because at the end of the day, yes, we do know that Sophia did focus a lot of her energy towards JJ and family, and has been neglecting the daughter and the son. So, and they've been vocal about it. So we will get to that in a minute. Um, and JJ was upset that he saw that Selena and Sophia hug it out and try to come to the better terms and come to the agreement to be good with each other for the sake of the children. And he didn't like that. To me, it personally felt like he just want the women that are. Because sometimes, women bond together and they come paying notice, like, you know what, we're going to be the benefit. Men sometimes want to still have the division. Not saying, doesn't saying he doesn't have any hurt behind Selena. He probably still does. We just don't know the other reasons, true reasons why he feel the way he feel. But to me, it felt like he just still want them at odds. But I do feel like it's good for the benefit of the thing if they get along, so they could build a gap between better relationship. How you feel about
I
Jay?
don't. I don't think JJ and Selena need to have a relationship.
Okay. They don't have to, but at least be respectful. That's what I'm saying. At least be respectful.
Respectful, but
Yeah, let's be
I,
respectful.
I wouldn't, I wouldn't even talk to her if I was him.
Oh, vice versa then. She'll have to talk to him.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
vice
either
versa.
way, I wouldn't. With all the bad blood, I'm saying, and Selena's a Scorpio too, by the way, November 15th. But if I was her, then I think it's more peaceful if the two ships just become passing by in the wind, because now the damage is done. And when I tell you Scorpios hold grudge,
Yeah,
so
agree. I
I,
do agree.
I think it's just too much water on the bridge. Why are we trying to force this relationship between them? No need. The children are grown.
Yeah, I don't think nobody trying to force it. I just like that they need to respect each other to the
You
point
don't
that
think Letitia is trying to force this
who?
relationship on this show? Letitia?
Oh no, Letitia tried to force the relationship between Sophia and Selena and try to get them to be the good odds. And I said, let them get to the point when they ready to get to the point. And I think they already at this point. But the whole with JJ and them, nah, I don't think. Letitia had her own little moment. She trying to get the girls together, even though she knows she's part of the drama too. But I guess she don't realize she's part of the drama. But
She realized
yes,
she a production puppet. That's what she is.
yes. So yeah, that. But like I said, I hope JJ and Selena can respect each other because at the end of the day, even with the baby shower, it's not about Selena. It was about their daughter. You could at least still show up, but you did that because Selena was gonna be there. So I was that's what I'm calling it. Like you don't have to like her, but at least you could have still be there. That, in my opinion, I would have still showed up. You don't have to talk to her, like you said. You don't have to talk. You don't have to say anything to her. We don't have to have a relationship, but at least for the
I
daughter.
think I think the audience's problem is that a lot of people think that Selena is that Soguchi is discouraging the relationship between JJ and Selena. And I don't think she
No, I don't think she is as much either. I think it's more of him. I think it's more of him. That's why I say I feel like he wants to be at odds because I don't think she's just stuck in the middle of everything. And like I said, we don't know every ins and outs of what's happening between Sophia and JJ and Selena, all this other stuff like that. But I feel like he's probably the nucleus of trying to keep them distant and separate from each other. And that's what
I'm
I'm
about to
feeling.
lose I'm about to lose my light because I'm gonna have to make a choice. I'm gonna have to make a choice between charging my battery and my ring light.
Okay. It's JJ and them kids. Yes, it's JJ and them kids. Yeah, I feel like they get together, y'all. Just get it together. Um, Essie Marie talked. They had a little moment. Essie's going through her treatment, and she said it's come to the point that she's ready. The transplant is be ready for her soon, and whatnot. So she's positive. She's trying to keep positive and everything. And I commend her for going through everything that's going through because like nobody want to go through these troubled times with health issues and everything. But I commend NC to be strong enough to deal with this and have the positive outlook that everything will work out in the end. And I appreciate that. So Tisha came in, and Tisha and Marie trying to get the bottom of what happened at the brunch. And I feel like, yes, Letitia, at the point of the day, you was the head of this bunch. You should have made sure things was good. Especially, you know how Marie is, your best friend. Know how she is when it comes to stuff like that, when everybody's stuff was there. And she sent you the stuff, her stuff just disappeared, according to the. And Marie said, no, you still like, I don't know. I was like, okay. She sent her stuff disappeared. So what happened to it? So it's like, but she said, no, we ain't going to hop on that. It's very small. Or then hop on it and the teacher talk about her biopsy that it was very small. They could just take it out. It's not at risk, and it's looking good. So any notes on that? Because it was going on. No notes on that.
That is absolutely positively Letitia's fault, I think.
Mhm.
Letitia tries to think of ways, like I said, she is producer's puppet, so she tries to think of ways to get the party started when she's not good at that.
What happened? All right, she got cut off, but she come back on. Hold on, let me send it to her again. Okay.
Sorry about that.
All
I'm
right.
trying to plug up this phone and talk to you at the same time.
um, so we had a short scene that Selena and her girls talk business, and they got like a boutique going off on them. And I said, "That's nice. Go ahead and give me business with the girls." And they want to know if Sophia's apology was authentic and sincere. So they didn't think it was, but the girl said that she talked to you afterwards. She just text you and everything. I said, at the end of the day, if Selena thinks it's sincere, she thinks she want to move forward, not to go back to the past and try to move over the better past. Let her be. Let us just move forward. Not trying to harp on whether her apology is sincere or not, and whether or not it's going on. I mean, they made good valid points and everything, but I think for the benefits of moving forward, if she feel like it's sincere, it's genuine, let her think that and let's move forward. And I hope that Sophia does was sincere with her apology. I know people say to apologize, and I'll be sincere and genuine with that. But I do feel like at some point we is tired of it and we need to move forward. So
Yeah, and I also think that the girls are like their father in that way. They're pulling Selena that way, and JJ is pulling Gucci that way. And when the girls pulled Selena that way, she was rethinking or recalibrating if the apology was sincere. When she should have listened to her own mind on that, because I mean they hug.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I felt like it was genuine. She felt like it's genuine. So if it's genuine, it's genuine. It's like that. And let's move past that. Um, so Sophia's doing a health fair, and this is what she was talking to her daughter. And this was her. I did when Sophia was telling her daughter about Selena and everything. Her daughter made a face, and I said, "Oh, you have an issue with Selena." But then thought about it. I said, "You know what? No, her issue is not with Selena. Her issue was that you focus so much of your time always of them. You haven't neglected me and my brother for a while, and I haven't got your support. And I want to have went to the bridge and do what I was did the act I was going to do if you would have been supporting me and I've been there for a while. And I know it's a tough pill to swallow for Sophia to have her daughter tell her the hard truth about it because her daughter mentioned this before that her mom was not around as much and she focused on her energy with JJ and their kids and neglecting them. And I think Sophia heard it, and I think she's trying to get better at that. But it's still hard as a parent to hear that you wasn't there for your children when they needed you the most. So it
So
was.
some behind the scenes tea.
Uh,
Let me give you some behind the scenes tea. D and I had a back and forth on Instagram in the inbox. I
okay.
inbox. So I think it's coming off like that. I think she felt like her mom did because of the accusation of colorism and the accusation that Sanjay and I want to say Sky,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it was Sky,
Mm-hmm.
the accusation that they mistreated her. She didn't want to be in the home with them.
Okay.
She wanted to be with her grandmother. It's just coming across into a situation where I think she feels like they were treated better than
Oh,
she was, but she asked and Michael asked to actually stay with their grandmother
okay.
during that time because she wasn't really getting along with JJ either.
Okay.
She said JJ was strict and that was a lot of the reason why the girls would be so happy to go over to Selena's house, because JJ was more of a hands-on type of thing. But yeah, behind the scenes, she says that I think we all are misunderstanding what she means by being just neglected. She wasn't neglected. She didn't want to stay with them. She wanted to stay with her grandmother.
Okay, so I get it. My thing is, if that's not what the intention was, I think she should have neglected better, because you did made her seem like she has neglecting you. It wasn't there supporting you. So if she was, and you just wanted to be with your grandma, that's what it was. But my fact is, like, I think most kids want to be close to their parents. Why you need to be with your grandma? It's because of what the household. Yeah, maybe you're saying because she was married to JJ and she didn't want to be around JJ, so she wanted to be around thing. But you did say she was supporting you, so you can't say that on the show and got people thinking no way and being on your side, because we feel it for you. But that's not the reality. So if she said that, I think it needs to be clarification in her part in the reunion, if that's the case. But she said that last season and she said it this season. So if that's not the case, I think you need to clear it up, because we actually on your side, girl. We not. We on the side on this, because it's hard. So, but Sophia said she took it and she said, "No, I need to focus on my daughter. Cause my daughter needs me right now, and I'm not there. And I have been focusing on everybody else but myself. So let's get back to the focus to my daughter and my children." And that's what it was. All right.
I'm telling you, this internet is giving me hell. Straight up.
Yeah. They all don't want you to be great today.
No. And T-Mobile is usually really good.
Oh, yes. They usually are. They usually are. You know, sometimes internet happens. They have their damn moments.
Well, it's raining here.
It's raining over here too, so maybe it's affected over here. But that's what I was saying. If that's not the attention that she's trying to come across, I think she may have to clarify that, because you said that last season, said this season that your mom was not there for you and not supporting you, and she always focused on interest for everybody else but you. So I think that if that's not the case, and you said it on this scene that your mom was not supporting you, she wasn't there for you, I wouldn't have done that if you've been there. Then if that's not the reality, I think you need to clarify that when we come to reunions like that, to make it sure that no, I just didn't want to be around because I think who she was married to, the household was toxic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can I make it smaller? I don't think I can make it smaller, but let me see.
He made me smaller, y'all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to do that on my thumbnail when I make it again to make it smaller. I can't, but I can turn it off. I mean, everybody know who the girls look like. What they know. They know the Belle Collective thing, so I can take it off. But
Okay.
yeah. So I think she needs to make that clear if that's not the reality of the situation. Because if she said that to you behind the scenes, but she tell us in between, everybody's seeing it, we on your side, D, and that's not the reality, then you need to make that clear.
She probably won't, because I mean, she told me, she probably did say it in a way, but they still need drama for the show.
But don't make the drama show, because her words was very clear. You was not supporting me. I needed your support growing up, and you was not there for me and my brother. That's very clear. I don't think it's nothing
the way she said it in that scene was her truth. That was her truth, because she felt that had she not married JJ, or had she not lived with JJ at all, then she would have been there for Michael and her, and she wouldn't have had to go stay with her grandmother, or felt that way.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Told you that's we got it wrong, and we misinterpret what her intentions. I said no, we didn't. We heard clearly You didn't get the support. But if you saying something differently and that's not the reality, I think you need to clear it out. That what you actually meant. Because we didn't misinterpret what you said. You said the last season and this season, you didn't get support from your mom. So what way did we misinterpret that scene? And how can we what other way could we got from that scene? If you said clearly, I'm not getting support from your mom, you was not there. And you show her visual reaction when she said she was there, and Selena and she said, Selena again? Mom, this is always the issue I had with you. And it's like, and then she broke down. So we felt for you. But that's not what you said we getting wrong. So I feel like if it's wrong, you need to clarify what exactly you meant.
Well, I mean, it's not really a right or wrong thing. She said what she said.
Yeah.
She meant what she said.
Yeah.
But she feels like, from my interpretation from the inbox back and forth, was she really felt like JJ was the problem because she wouldn't have had, I don't think she felt like she would have had to leave her mom.
Okay.
And she probably was a mom to her up until the girls came in the picture. But you know, she and Star are close. I think it's Star that she close to.
Yeah, I think she said that her Star is close. Okay, yeah, I get it. Maybe it's not right or wrong. It's like that. Maybe it's just not saying we misinterpret. I said, no, we misinterpret. I think that's your feelings. You have valid feelings. That's what it is. I think it's Sophia, your mother focus was more on the husband when she got married to him. And you lost you wasn't getting the support that you
But
needed.
now you know JJ and So Gucci only have been married for, I want to say, maybe 8 years. So most of this time was spent with them just chatting. And then, you know, now mind you, So Gucci was smart. She kept her house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where she had grown up. That's what she was used to. And then she felt like she was being mistreated by Jay and his children.
Okay.
And then, in addition to, by proxy, her mom.
Yeah. So I think, listen, we on you, we valid. But if you don't want us to come hard, just just make it sure. Just don't say like it's misinterpret. We heard you, and I think Sophia heard you too. Your mom heard you. So if she says go focus on you, let her focus on you, and we'd be happy for that. It's just that. Latrice having a public event. She having an opening for Goddess Length, another store location, and Taste. But she also have an issue that Cliff made a decision with Glenn to have his birthday at the Taste event and not consult with her, which I do agree. I said, why we need to have his birthday at this event? I don't agree with that. And they came to a compromise that it will be after the event, a private launch at the Taste event opening, and that's that. So, how you feel about the whole thing? Because I mean, it was much enough that they just compromised and came to an agreement.
I'm sick of Cliff.
Huh?
I'm sick of Cliff. And see, that's another problem that I have with Carlos King. I think he relates entirely too much with misogynistic male
Mm.
in his Kingdom Reign sphere.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He just too. He just let them slide with entirely too much, and
Mm-hmm.
then them just glossing over. I guess he feels like if Latrice glossed over the fact that she was snatched up on, then I guess, and we can't say allegedly, right? We saw this, right? We saw
Oh,
him
last
snatch
season.
her butt up out there.
Oh yeah, no, that's not alleged. That's on the video camera. That's on him. He did that.
Right. So why is Latrice herself making it seem like that's not what we saw?
I
When we
know.
know what we
She tried to play in our face, and I said, "Girl, no, we seen that."
right. No.
She said, "Oh no, he's not abusive. He's not abusive me." I said, "Girl, that's abusive. That's just call it what it is. He did that."
Yeah, Cliff himself is a piece of work. So
And
he
he said
wasn't
that
gonna
from
he wasn't
season
gonna listen
one.
to her anyway.
For season one, and I said, "Girl, I don't know why you stick with him." Because part of it, like she said, she got daddy issues. So I guess she just want to be connected with him because,
Did you hear her? Did you hear JJ call Selena? I don't have the food with Cliff X. Just behind the scenes tea on that. You know, I'm not a fan of Selena, but behind the scenes tea on that is that actually JJ and Selena were already having problems before she started seeing Cliff.
I mean, it could be understandable. I was
I,
out on the rituals, but
I can't fault her if she's saying that he was a silver cheater and then she went out and did what she did. I mean, I can't fault her for that.
I mean,
But if I was Latrice, I would feel kind of uncomfortable knowing that I don't care if she does have a boyfriend. I just would feel some kind of way knowing that my man laid up with one of my best friends for years while she was married. That's just me.
I mean, that was friends at the time when they had. I don't know. She probably knew something at the time, but we don't know.
No.
Yeah,
We understand. Latrice was a baby.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Latrice was 5 years old.
That's what saying. She probably really knew what's going on. That's why I think Latrice said, "No, I don't care." That was her past. It was way before I knew him, but it happened when I was with him. Then I would be the story. It's like, you know what I mean. But yeah, I can't care. I can't stand him at all. And the whole how he talked to her and stuff like that. She pretends that that's not what he is. That's not how he is. I said, girl, that's what he is. That's cool. He is. And I'm glad. I don't know. I know she probably want a family soon, but I'm glad that she is hesitant to give him a kid. I said, girl, you got 5 kids already with him, and you got step grandma. You good. You don't need no kids with him. That's what I feel. You don't need no kids with him. Let it be. You good. You got children by him. He got 5 kids. That's your children, and you got your step grandma. So
right,
you good. Please don't do it because you make it worse now. Imagine when you have a kid by him, girl. Mm-mm. So the health event, it was a great success. I mean, they had a talk. They talk about different things. Dee was there, and
I thought the
then
health event was a success. I think they need more of that as well.
yes, it was. It was good.
Another behind the scenes team myth that needs to be dispelled. Sophia does sell house. Okay.
I don't think people. I don't think she didn't sell houses. They're just not showing it. But that's on
Yeah.
production side. They just don't
Yeah.
want to show it. That's the problem I have with some of his shows. We like to see that stuff. We don't always want to see a sit down and drama this and drama that. But this was Drive Days shows, and I said no.
But
If you just put
before
your
the
back,
health fair, let's
huh?
talk about the discussion between Gucci and Akeisha. I think so. Gucci was really vulnerable in that moment when she said that she did understand where Deep was coming from,
Yeah,
and now that she can see, well, I think what made her see it is the lack of support that she received from JJ's girls. Because I mean, I know she had to be shocked with them dragging her on Twitter the way they did, and then she already what they say neglected her children for them, and now she's in a situation where her daughter is grown, almost took herself off the earth, and she did all of that just to be married to Jay for only 8 years. If it's 8, it might be 6 or 7 because the guy who I was seeing, he don't even know So Gucci. He just knows Selena because he and Selena were together since they were 17 years old. And even my friend, well, we're still friends. He loves Selena.
oh, child. Well, it didn't seem like she was way longer than 8 years, but that's what they
Yeah,
claim.
they were together. Yeah, they shacked up, but no, they haven't been married that long.
Okay. But yes, it was a real moment. She realized that, yes, I understand my daughter. And I said, yeah, it's understandable. And that's a great moment because it's like, it's sometimes so easy to lose focus. and you probably want somebody to remind you of what is important and not. And I think she realized her daughter is her children is more important right now than everything. We don't know about the son as much because she's not on film, but we do know she got 2 kids. So.
He does a lot of DJing on the show. A lot of people miss that. He does the DJ work on the show for all her events.
Oh, okay. So she don't even say that. That's a son. That's a.
You remember that black and gold ball?
Yes.
He was the DJ at that event.
Oh, okay. I wish they let us know that was her son, but like I say, he's not on film.
He DJs at a lot of the events on there. He wasn't DJing in New Orleans, but I think he DJ'd at this event as well. The health fair.
But I say for us, I wish we had known. Yeah,
it's just I know him, so I don't know him.
That's what I say. You know, but we don't know that her son is there DJing a lot of events because it would have been known. But we do know she has a son and a daughter, and it was like, and he's just not filming to talk about his side of things, which is So JJ confronted, what was it, Tisha, about the brunch that he did. You feel it was good that you should have gave her a heads up and stuff like that and whatnot. And she said, I don't have to do that and stuff. You should just, it's my event. She was always going to be there. She always supported my event since the beginning. And yeah, you just now coming to this one brunch. So I don't owe you that. Which I was like, at the end of the day, Sophia and JJ, you know Selena's going to be around. And Selena has been around for a while now to the events. So it's not like y'all didn't know she was not going to at least not be there. So, like I said, I feel like you could just ignore the girl. Like you ignored her when you walked in. She said to everyone who came behind you, y'all ignored her. But, maybe it heads up to Sophia, because that's part of your castmate, to say, listen, Selena's going to be here. Will you go come or not? And it's that. But at the end of the day, like I said, Selena has always been in her brunches before. So I wish they would have just ignored her and not give her that much attention. But at this point, it happened. So that's how I feel like he's more mad.
It's something serious. Letitia is something serious with herself. And the thing about it, when people were saying that they didn't like her, they didn't know what she was doing, they don't know what she did at the Enterprise, and I'll be down in my comments on my page windmilling for her because I knew that she was successful in the things that she does. Those brunches, that's serious women's empowerment for the women that own businesses around here. One of my really good friends, she's a bail bondsman. She helped her start her own bail bondsman business. So I know that for a fact that she puts in the work as far as helping Black women in Mississippi, in the state of Mississippi, open up their own business. She's very instrumental in that. So I would be taking up for her, and then she pulled this mess as if.
Yeah.
Now, Belle Collective is her baby. You do know that, right? You do know that.
Yeah, I know she put the cast together and everything, but it's still the production show. She might get credit for it, but it's still they run the show. But I'll say, girl, if you know you part of the issue, don't pretend that you're not part of the drama when you have been doing things. Especially last season when you met with the ex. I'll say, good. I know you apologized and Tamara hear you, but I say, girl, you just was part of the problem as much as everybody else.
Right.
And they just see you crashing out because nobody getting along. I said, but
you talk about somebody that knows how to backpedal out of a situation.
Yes, that's exactly. So it ended with Maria's graduation party. She get her doctorate, and I said, okay, Dr. Marie. Oh, that's right. If I care about school after I got my master's, I would say, listen, I probably would have gave for PhD, but I said after the master's, I said, damn, I'm done. I'm checked out. I can't do it anymore. Because I would have got my PhD, but I said, nah, I can't do it anymore. It's like that. Tim was there. Tisha, Sophia came with her husband, JJ, and they had another conversation. And Tisha said, listen, Sophia,
you cannot leave out that cousin in that bad outfit.
Who?
Who
Who bad happened?
Who was there in the bad outfit? This was a
Oh,
somehow
the
form of
cousin.
event.
I don't. To be honest, I don't pay attention. The cousin said what she said and congratulate her, but to me, that's what's important to me. I don't care about that cousin's bad outfit. It is what it is. But she did.
I had on a t-shirt worse than this one I have on it.
Child. She came in like she was on another different event. She didn't come there at a graduation party. But that's not my focus. That cousin was something else. But she gave her congratulations. She said, "You always gonna be something." She said, "Yeah." She always told me this when I was young. And look, I'm Dr. Marie now. I said, "Okay, girl, go ahead."
Marie has to get to the point where she understands that she cannot, even though she's worth over $55 million in assets, she has to get to the point where she needs to be clear about taking care of people that then contribute to what she is today. Yes, I mean the encouragement, the words, but she don't owe them any financial benefit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of rich people have to understand. And I had to get to that point where I understood that because of, and I'm not a millionaire, but my children's father died, he left them some money.
Mm-hmm.
So you would be amazed at the number of people that were swirling around for their little thousandaire money.
Oh
So
yeah,
I can only
I can imagine.
imagine
Mm-hmm.
what that's like, trying to support everybody, trying to support her children, knowing that Jerez is getting with a lot of these women who knows that her financial status,
Oh yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
they latch on to him. But Jerez is still in college. That's more behind the scenes tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that whole thing with the son and everything. I do feel like she's taking more than she could chew. Like I say, you just can't do it for everyone all the time. And everything. I know she got a good heart, but at the same time, you just gotta protect yourself.
They will put you in the poorhouse. Ask him.
Yeah, protect yourself and everything. But and let these people step up for their own responsibility, especially your son too. And the whole last thing, and then last thing before moving, because we had to jump ship to Married to Medicine before I get out of
Okay.
here. And the last thing about the scene, because at the end of the day, it was probably the same old thing. Glenn confronted JJ, said, "Listen, if you have any issues, come to me, because I didn't like how you came to my wife." And Tisha confronted Sophia. She said, "The conversation you had with me is different from when we on camera than off camera." So I was like,
And it is because she just feels like she needs to protect JJ. And she's gonna always be that way about him. And a lot of people are like, well, what is it about him? Why did Selena want him? Well, they high school sweetheart.
mm-hmm.
So that's that on that. And JJ is a hustler, okay? And allegedly.
Yeah. But
But JJ has a strong personality.
he
To
does.
me, he and Soguchi mesh, and not only do they mesh, we have to think about he is indeed worth millions as well. So a lot of people like, I don't see it.
He make his money. It's
I
fine.
don't see it. They're like, he got a gap, he high yellow, he wears hair in ponytail. But to me, it's just like he and Soguchi just have that chemistry, in my opinion.
I mean, that's what she likes. That's what she likes. Nobody hate on that. Girl, you can have him. Nobody want to. you want him. You have him. You married to him, and it's fine. As long as you happy, we okay with that.
But before we go, let's just go real quickly over the fight scene. What do you think about that? The coming up episode.
What fight scene?
Big
Between
Willie Styles and Glenn about to fight.
those two. Listen, I don't know. I want to wait till I see it because I was after the day. I feel like Glenn always felt like Willie dictated above them. And I know Glenn and Keisha always had they not Glenn, what's his name? Willie. And Keisha always feel like I don't know. They feel like they better. But I'm not so much better. They just like, listen, it's the air that he might come across. Because when Keisha
Well,
come on,
you from the north and I'm from the south, and we got together, and we as Southerners we do have a tendency, and that's why a lot of people talk about Tamara's voice. Tamara and I went to we were in the master's program together, mass communication. So that's what they always told us, and that's how come people say I can't stand her voice. They always told us to get rid of our southern accent. I just chose not to do it. I'm a rebel,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why she ended up talking the way she talks, because she went to radio
Mm-hmm.
and she was a host on a TV show, a local TV show in Jackson, before she became a radio host. But yeah, the whole thing of us feeling some kind of way about Willie, I felt that from the moment I saw him. I felt that he looked down on Jackson, Mississippi, when he was down there talking about her, pig ear sandwiches, but asking for a piece. But
I
I'm
mean,
glad.
he had his moments, and yes, I do feel like he ended up. Cause part of it was like he tried to figure out the guys and why they say things. At that point, like at the end of the day, Glenn is not innocent either. He had his moments and stuff like that when they banter back and forth with him and Willie, and I think they both were judging each other. And I feel like yes, Willie may have his moment that he may feel like, oh, what's going on? Because there was some things that Glenn and them was saying, and he was like, oh, what happened? But that could be part of that he didn't know them and he was not down as them based on what he's experiencing before. So it could be that, but also could be that it's his interaction of being around with them. Because it's like I'm from the North, it's like that. I have families in the South and everything, but I would never think I'm better than them or they're better than me. It's like that. So I feel like based on his interaction as part of, and Akeisha, when I first met Akeisha was a one-upper. I know you said she's like, oh, I do better than this. I did this, and this, and that. I do better than this. I do that. Like Akeisha was giving that energy. So it's like, if really Akeisha is like the same, similar on that aspect of think they could do better than other people, people might get that air of them. And maybe when he realizes, you know what, I may have some tendencies like that. That's how I am. So I wanted to see how that fight happened and what led to it. But I feel like they both were judging and sizing each other up. And Glenn probably don't like Willie, and Willie probably don't stand Glenn. So we'll see how it goes. And then we got Cliff in the mix and stuff. And
Just
it's
check
hard.
out my video. I did a specific video on the behind the scenes tea of what happened with Akeisha and Latrice that also contributed to that fight. It wasn't
Oh,
just
so it was other
it
stuff in
wasn't just,
between because we don't
yeah,
know.
it
Okay.
wasn't just Cliff. And well, Cliff did contribute because he is the one who was trying to take up for Latrice, but it was a situation that occurred after the fight scene. But what happened with Glenn and Big Willie style is that they did find out, they confirmed that they were trying to set Willie up.
Oh, that whole setup. I do believe that was the truth. I believe that's the truth. I do feel like they
Mm-hmm.
were trying to set him up, and I think he caught wind of it. Because I say, Tisha, you was dancing on that question a lot, and you was not being a fuck coming with that.
Because
No,
she's a liar.
how
Because
am I
she's
gonna do
a
it?
liar.
It's like that. And I said, I do believe y'all will try to set it. It's not far fetched. The way how y'all feel about him is not far fetched to try. Instead of, and at the end of the day, we do know the guys get DMs from ladies from the show because they want to get access to them. So it's not far
Right.
fetched for that to happen. So yeah, I did. You did remind me about the whole setup thing, and that's probably the reason why. And I said, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. It's like that. It's like that. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I know what to say.
Oh no, I'm thumbs up, and so we can go ahead and get to
Oh,
marriage.
okay. It go married to medicine. Here's the thumbnail. Y'all see the ladies. I'm gonna cut it off, and we about to start. Let me see. 120. To be honest, this episode wasn't all that. It was lackluster to me. It was boring. But we can get
Right.
to some things that talk about because we don't have to spend a lot of time on this. But
Mm-mm.
because it was basically dry. It was basically dry. They was at
Mm-hmm.
there's a glamping trip. It's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. A lot of these didn't know what glamping is. I say no. Glamping is camping with glam. It's like it's what it is. So yeah, you're not gonna have it's electronics or TV and stuff like that. You could bring your phone and stuff, but sometimes the internet connection doesn't work well around areas and what areas. So it's more for
But
time.
I've been camping before. Have you ever been?
I've been camping, not in a glamp style, but I've been camping before. Yeah.
I did a glam style in New Orleans right after Katrina style. It wasn't. I tell you, those swamp rats were still out there. There, one I saw a rat sitting on the shades lounge, smoking a cigarette and
Oh
drinking a martini.
no! That's so sick. Chill.
And remember, they saw the raccoon, so it
Oh
was
yes,
similar to
they did. They
when
saw
I
the
saw
raccoon. The
swamp.
raccoon said, "What's up, Toya?" Like, listen, listen. I know you're on the show, but let's square up, square up. But they had a meal and they talk about first time having sex. I said, "Oh, okay, that's cute bonding moment, having your first time and everything." And
And Dr. Jackie said it's her first time with Curtis Big Ass.
I don't know. Jackie feels boring to me. So I don't know. I could believe that her first time was with him, and that's her only experience. And I said, okay,
It's more behind the scenes tea. Dr. Jackie went to school
that's
in
okay.
Dr. Jackie went to school in Mississippi too.
Oh,
She
okay.
she got her undergrad biology pre-med at Alcorn and her medical degree from Ole Miss.
So that's why a lot of ladies know each other. I mean, they all still go to the same events and support each other, so like that. Even Belle Collective and Married to Medicine Girls, they all know each other like that. So okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, she did tell her first time is that some say it was painful, some say they had a good experience and stuff. And it was a good bonding moment because it's like outside of that.
You see how Dr. Heaven and Miss Ass tried to act like that her first time with Damon.
Oh yeah, she tried to say, "Oh, my first time it was Damon." Damon, I said, "Your first experience was Damon." That's why you were so obsessed calling him daddy all the time. I said, "Girl, I think you had experience way before Damon." But she did try to
I
throw
don't
in her first time experience was Damon, just like Jackie said her first
I
time
don't
experience.
believe that.
I don't believe it either. I don't believe it. And it's
No, I
so
do believe Jackie though. I believe Dr. Jackie.
yeah, I believe Jack, but I don't believe heavily when she said that. And but so Toya, this was the moment that Toya wanted to get at Phaedra because she said, "Phaedra, you come on the show, we share our lives, but you guard it and you don't share nothing about you. So when you gonna open up and not being superficial with us?" Basically, that's the whole gist of what she said. And Phaedra said, "Oh,
How did
yo, you
Phaedra know? How did Phaedra not think that they would come at her like that? And how did Toya not know that Phaedra wasn't a giver? I mean, the lady didn't even know what her birthday was. I mean, her due date.
the
Her
whole
due date
last
was.
season, she barely shared nothing." And that's why I was like, why she put that stunt by bringing him to the freaking reunion? I said, "Girl, we didn't need that. You give us nothing whole season."
And then want him on the show this season.
Yeah. And then went on the show. And I said, I think she was doing that because she knew she was getting to back to Real House of Atlanta. So she had to pull this so she could get her thing back. And I said, "Good, if you was already getting you green light in Atlanta now, we're about to see the next couple of seasons." So it's like, I mean, but I would love her. I don't really rock with Phaedra like that. She had moments. I ain't go for it. Can take it away from her, but people love Phaedra. And
I
so
don't get it.
I don't get it either. But she's on our TV screen. We just got to do it. But we do know that Phaedra doesn't really open up and share a lot of things. She really doesn't. She is guarded and she keeps surface level and stuff like that. I said,
Very.
Phaedra, you gotta understand, these ladies, they are ensemble cast. Yes, they go up and down with each other, but they do have an authentic bond with each other. And you on the show, which I don't understand why, but I do know they probably want to bring more viewership to the show. But I said they really was already good. Yes, it
Right.
brought more because they know Phaedra name and people will flock to Phaedra and stuff like that. So, but you're not giving.
But nobody felt her giving up quiet though. Nobody in the audience. She wasn't expecting that. She thought that she was more loved than quiet. But she may be more loved outside of Married to Medicine than quiet. But inside the Married to Medicine fandom, we like quiet better than her. So she did. She was in on that plot to get rid of her.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it, but I did. Quad did mention that it was a plot that get Phaedra out. Oh no, Phaedra was trying to get Quad out the show,
Right.
and that was for last season, right? Or this season?
Yeah, but Quiet found out during the break
Oh,
how
okay.
she was.
Because I think she felt like if she was going to be the same space with Quad, Quad would still be more liked. It's like that. And I guess she just wanted to be the new girl
Phaedra,
and not compete.
remember, I told you, Phaedra is also a Scorpio.
Yes. But she was taken aback for Toya directness about her being surface level. And I said at the end of the day, Toya is right a little bit. I do feel like y'all do share, but I also feel like y'all want the information from someone to throw it back in their face every now and then if y'all can. But then y'all go up and down with each other, the friendship. Y'all share a lot. But then say don't share. And I said, well, listen, if you feel like somebody not sharing with you, don't share with them. That's my MO. If they not sharing their stuff like with you, keep a surface level with them too. You don't need to know nothing about my life if I can't know about yours. And
Right.
that's how
But
you
it's
move.
hard to do that when you get asked the question like, "Who was your first?" and then she don't give on that part. You know,
Yeah.
she didn't say.
She never, that's what I said. And I'll say, okay. That's why I said we can't do nothing around her. That's why I guess what they did that
She
pushed through.
organized the trip. So if
Yes.
you organize the trip and you asking questions that everybody has to be involved in, how can you
It's a
possibly get around not
yeah.
trying to get her involved?
And agree. I agree. That's why I said I agree with Toya.
Now, on a personal level, I see what you're saying. But in an ensemble cast and everybody sharing and she's not, no bueno.
We won't be sharing that. So at the end of the day, listen. Yes, in the summer cast, but I said, listen, okay. If nobody not if all the rest not gonna say nothing, then we might just talk about something else. Like we talk about sex. Everybody
What
gonna
is
talk about sex.
what is a subject that they could talk about where Phaedra would
They just talk about sex.
be involved?
That was the question they had talked about. Phaedra was involved, engaged with that. They would talk about sex. So if you gonna talk about something that everybody could talk about, we can talk about things. Sex, materialistic thing, keep a surface level. Like they say, strange surface level, keep a surface level conversations.
Okay.
Yeah. And we go about that. And if you want to talk about deep, then she's just not gonna be around to talk about that deepness. Because we're not gonna get nothing out of her. So keep a surface level if she's around. But yes, she's part of the trip, so you're gonna get caught out just as much as everybody else.
How do you feel about Contessa coming back? Dr. Contessa coming back.
I didn't mind Contessa coming back. I didn't dislike Contessa that much. I just feel like with the whole thing with her in heaven, I said, Contessa, you gotta be real. You did share a lot of your grievances with the ladies about your husband. And when they have an opinion about that and they were supporting you,
Right.
you feel they judge it. Now Heavenly could do it most on her channel because I don't be watching her stuff either. But I know she just say like thing. But they asked her a question. She said she feel like she just be in an abused relationship. That's something that we always saying. Viewers are saying that. You feel like he come across at you and we see how he treats you and everything. So I was like, I don't mind Contessa, but I don't want her to drag the story around with him. Yes, I agree. I feel it. I don't mind her coming back. But I was like, well, you have to take responsibility because you shared your grievances about your husband to the ladies and they have an opinion about that. And yes, I feel like you did like that. Heavenly was saying too much on the channel. A lot of ladies they like what Heavenly said about her channel, but yeah, I know she said this stuff and she don't give a damn. But I do also Heavenly to take responsibility to know that things that she said is hurtful. But she said you've been emotionally abusive in a relationship. You feel like your husband treat you and talk down on you and treat you bad. What word can you put? What other word can we say?
I don't know what she wanted her to keep private though. I don't get that. I mean, what were you looking for her to keep private exactly?
That's what I
Because
want.
we saw your interaction with your husband on the show.
Yes,
Yeah, I that's why I can't get with
I
Contessa
agree.
on
I don't mind
that.
Contessa. I don't dislike her. But at the same time, just be for real, girl. At the end of it, your whole point in contention with Heavenly is that she spoke out about your relationship with Scott when you showcase us in the reality. If you didn't want us to talk about it, maybe that's not something y'all should have brought to the show. And that's the issue I have with that. Now, I think they could get back, but I don't know. If she's holding a whole grudge and they can't get to the bottom, they hurt each other. I don't know. I feel like they both need to, if they want to build a relationship, let go in the past, mend that past, and move forward. And I feel like if you don't want something that Heavenly to go talk about, don't share something with her if you don't want her to bring nothing up. Because you know Heavenly go talk. She have a loose lip. She talk about everything. She even talk about production secrets sometimes. I said they had to hush her up sometimes. I said, Heavenly, you have to tell all the secrets all the damn time.
Talk about everything except that man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What do you want? I'm talking to my little girl. She came in the room. Look at it.
So yeah, she does talk about everything else but the whole relationship and other thing. I said, girl, your things is not perfect with him. And he thinks people scared of him. And I said, David, at the end of the day, whether we don't know your character 24/7 to speak on whether you do something or not. We don't even know what Heavenly does 24/7. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And Heavenly, she don't know wrong. And when she went that trip and she mentioned stuff like that, oh yes, I trapped my husband, all that extra stuff like that. I said, okay, we got something from out of you. Remember that trip. She was trying to stop to say nothing. She trying to judge everybody. And she said, yes, I did this. I trapped him. I said like that. He don't feel like he's trapped. I said, listen, she trapped you. But you don't feel like it. You wanting the kids is fine. But that's her truth. So I was like, yes, let's talk about more of your things. And if he did, so what? You're not leaving him. We know you're not leaving your husband. So what are we doing all this energy for? If he did,
Dr. Damon is a cute dog. I'm gonna leave that right there.
I believe he might do dabble. If he didn't do nothing during the relationship, he probably did something early in the relationship before they got deep into the marriage. That he probably did. But outside at the end of the day, we see Heavenly's not leaving this guy. So whether he's cheating or not, you were not going to leave anyway.
That goes back to Letitia and Marceau. We all think Marceau is cheating, right? Yeah. But we know she's not going anywhere, so we might as well leave him.
After you got receipts or not. That's why I said that whole thing with cheating with them Marceau thing. I said, I don't give a damn. You see a whole back picture. He was in a hotel with a whole back with somebody taking a picture, and you still say, oh, well, I don't think that's it. I said, you know your husband back. You know your husband back. You know it's like that. And also you say you got DMs, so you got stuff that would question your marriage. That's why I was the whole thing with the Kiki there. I said, girl, you got something that questioning your marriage, and you had to ask a question. It's like that. In the African trip, it's like you know you got some stuff on them, and you trying to pretend you didn't get no receipts. You got receipts. You just are leaving. So at the end of the day, if she had a whole freaking video in front of her, banging somebody out in front of her, she's still not gonna leave. So I said, girl, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You're not gonna leave the guy. So it's not like somebody's just making stuff up. She said, show me receipts. I said, if they do show you receipts, what you gonna do about
it?
Nothing. So I said, that's why I said, y'all need to stop with this whole receipts. I don't care about the receipts at this point.
Right.
And the fact that, and then also he don't answer questions directly. He dance around the questions. I said, if you're not a cheater, you're not gonna be dancing around the questions. So that's my whole Marceau thing.
Why are we spending so much time trying as bitter tea? AKA sweet tea. Why are we spending so much time trying to prove that Damon is a cheater? So how is that gonna benefit you?
Listen, I feel like this whole thing with T and Heavenly, I feel like it's fair game. To be honest, it's fair game. Having me talk about T talk about Heavenly. What we doing here? Quad, you have me talk about T as well. T talk about you. So I feel like everybody getting upset about T. She just shut up. I said, why she just shut up when they mean talk about her too? It's fair game. If everybody talk about each other, let everybody talk about each other. She has a YouTube platform now.
Huh? What you're not gonna do is say something about me and let me sit up there and not say anything to you because you older than I am. Like that's
exactly. That's why I have no issue with T having her platform and speaking about these ladies. Because y'all do the same thing. And Quad, you do be doing a lot of lives talk about her. Now I don't know who started what. I don't care who started what. You talk about her, she talk about you. It's fair game. So if you don't want nobody to talk about you, don't talk about them. Ignore each other. But y'all not gonna do that. So don't get mad when they say something outside of social media, outside of the show, when y'all know y'all do the same thing. Quad, you was doing this last season. Oh, you talk about the money. You market her voice and everything last season. So it's like, good. Stop acting. I said, y'all need to stop acting. Y'all have been doing this stuff, and y'all been doing this. So when T wanted to say that, and y'all know, you know what? You know the issue is, they feel like because she's younger, She's not established as dumb. She hasn't been around the group. She don't have no right to say anything. But the whole problem is they realize that she will say something. She's not someone who
Right.
will let you talk her. She will say something. They don't like that. They don't like that she's speaking.
Her and Simone are going back and forth right now. And I thought her and Simone were friends.
Who? Simone and T?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because to be honest, Simone act like everybody needs to kiss her behind. When there's an issue, you have to reach out to her to fix it. I said, Simone, so you're not gonna do the same thing? Like with the whole back and forth.
You would think by the way she dresses and that she and that she don't really have the star quality that the rest of them have, you would think that she would be a little bit more humble.
Yeah.
In her approach to friendship.
Exactly. But no, Simone has this air that you have to reach out to her to fix the relationship. Just like what she said. Also, you and Heavenly go back and forth for years. What make y'all still continue? She said, "Oh, because Heavenly still write me things." I said, "You never said." Simone said she write Heavenly over to men things. It's always Heavenly got to reach out. I said, "So right. Simone, you have this air that if issues going on, it will not get fixed unless that person hit you up." Just like with her Jackie, I said, "Come on, y'all been friends with this."
They begged her not to mention the death of Quad's niece.
They did. And she still went on it. So you say you act like why Quad would not be upset with that? Girl, come on. Now she did know she needs to apologize for that. But she don't want to apologize for the Napa thing. Because I was like, girl, you don't want to apologize. You don't want to apologize for that. But that whole thing with the reunion, yes, you need to apologize for that. That's messed up. But Quad, I said, girl, you want to apologize about the Napa? They girls not going to give you an apology. So either you going to accept that or move forward. Because you're not getting that apology. Heavenly apologized, Jackie apologized, but Simone and Toy, they ain't gonna apologize. Whoever else was there as well. Yeah, so they went to the saloon, and Toy was a little messy stuff. I said, I know Toy must have a lot of drinks, but you know, she's getting this thing started because it was dry. She said, listen, I feel like y'all ladies are fake. Not saying y'all fake itself, but y'all just being fake around each other. And so she said, oh, say Jackie's boring, Heavenly is fake. So Jackie said, what about you, Toy? You got a lactose substance. I said, oh. I said, oh, okay.
Well, I just say you lactose substance.
Yeah, you lactose substance. I said, and you know, it goes lies what they feel about Toy for years now. Like because she married to Madison, she's laid back, she's a housewife, she'll have to do much. So they feel like they flight Toya and Qual because they married to the thing and they don't have to do much as them as they're the actual doctors. So it's like a level of respect they don't have for them as much as they would have for other doctors. It's like that.
Well, then they should have respect for their husbands then, because they are the medicine in the marriage to medicine, Simone and Dr. J. But you know, the rest of them, besides them two, Scott and Contessa are both doctors, and then Heavenly and Damon are both doctors, and Quiet has her master's, but Quiet also did pharmaceutical sales. That's how her and Dr. G met. So she's in the medical field.
Yeah, and Toy says she did some things in the medical field too. But I was like, I feel like the respect. I mean that because they not doctors themselves, right. They judge them less than them, and we see that a little bit. And so,
right. Then I still stand by. They should think their husbands are less than them.
Yes, but you know they ain't gonna do that to the men because you know most of them male identified, or at least male centered, because they don't criticize the men as much as they criticize the women. Right. And it's like most shows like that. Most shows like that. So it's like, so they.
I had seen Cecil go to work since first season.
Child, Cecil cozy. I don't know what he's doing. He's cozy. And Simone ain't even him, girl. So she said, "Oh wow, Jackie." I said, "Well, I guess Jackie had to say something." Jackie always had that in her. She just pretend like she's above everything. She above the approach. And I said,
"You remember when she called Dr. Heavenly a busted can of biscuit?" Yeah, it's been there.
Yeah, it's been there. That's why she needs to stop pretending that she's so perfect and she's just above it all, and she just like right with them with everybody else. That's just like that. And there's that whole last season when she's trying to escape accountability for what she said about black women. I said, girl, you said that.
We were on the same page about that. I
Oh yeah.
dragged her.
Oh yeah. I said she's still trying to make it seem like it's like, oh, somebody put it out there in that man. I said, no, you said it. And now last 2 episodes ago, she was trying, oh yeah, no, I gotta be the epitome for black women. And I said, oh, so you tried to do a PSA announcement because you said what you said last season. And now they got
Well, she could never clean it up for me because when I found out she didn't take Medicaid, I was like, well, what are you doing for these black women because we are the most at risk, the disenfranchised black woman during when you're trying to have a baby or when you're having a baby. We are the most at risk. We have the highest mortality rate. So if you know that, why are you not giving the best health care that you could possibly give and not take Medicaid?
Yeah, that's true.
Because when you don't take Medicaid, those disenfranchised women that you're trying to protect are not getting the health care that they can get with the doctors of her caliber of service.
Yep, I agree. So she can clean up as much as she wants, but we ain't gonna forget. We ain't gonna forget Jackie. So the whole thing between T and Heavenly again, and I say, oh, whatever. So Tori said, can you tell this girl you feel hurt? Can you just tell her? And she said, I just feel like you just say some things and I don't like what you said and I want an apology. So Heavenly said, listen, I give you one apology and that's it. You're going to take it or leave it because I'm not apologizing again. She said she's sorry. One time, most time Heavenly don't mean her apologies. That's what people don't believe.
I'm sorry, I'm going to take it back.
Yeah. So I would say accept it or leave it. I said at this point, y'all, listen, Heavenly going to be Heavenly. I guess at this point, I wouldn't be mad. I'll say, listen, this what this girl do. So you go out of belief. You want to apology so bad, you just gonna take it as she might be genuine or not. If she's not genuine, you just gotta leave it because Heavenly don't care.
But who's to say when is her apologies are genuine or not? Because again, Heavenly is also a Scorpio. So it's a lot of times where we seem like, well, first of all, we're blunt. So that's that on that. That's Scorpios across the board. I have not met one Scorpio that is not blunt. So you have to, that happens. And then you have to deal with the fact that she is very, very, I would say, kind of rough around the edges. That Miami is in her as well. So it's hard for her to just give, and then once that apology, because when I tell you the Scorpios don't apologize, no, this is for the show. That's for the show.
She said it herself. Most of her apology is not sincere. That comes out of her mouth.
Right, in real life, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't say sorry very often.
I don't. I feel like I will apologize if I know I'm in the wrong. I know I apologize wrong, but I'm not gonna apologize and say apologize just to get over it so you can shut up. That means it's not sincere. So Heavenly said she apologized a lot and she don't mean it that much. So I feel like if y'all know she don't mean her apology when she says it, why y'all want her apology so damn badly?
So now, which of her apologies do you ever think that were sincere? Do you think any
I'm not Heavenly, so I can't answer if what her apology is sincere or not. I feel like she said most of her apologies is not sincere when she says it. So I'm saying, like, if she said her apology is not sincere, it means you got to take it with a grain of salt. So I'm not going to decipher what her apology is not, because sometimes I feel like Heavenly just apologize to move forward, but you still do the same thing again. So are you really sorry?
So in other words, you can't read as to whether she's really sorry. No. I think she was sincere when she apologized for Tessa.
To me, personally, Heavenly show up that she could do whatever she want to do, and she don't care. So if she don't care what she don't care, I'm gonna go by what she said, showing me. If she said she don't mean her apology and she don't care what she does, and she gonna keep doing what she's doing, and F what y'all say, then I'm gonna take it as it was that. I'm not gonna decipher what she's saying or not, because herself don't give a damn. So if she don't give a damn, I don't give a damn. That's how I feel. When I post these shows, I'll post you on what you giving me. If you don't care, I'm not trying to decipher what you said or not. If you say you don't mean you're not sincere in your apologies, then I'm going to go about what you said. So I feel like she's apologizing. And it could be moments that she's being genuine, but how will we know when you say you don't give a damn? You don't care. So that's what Heavenly. That's why I said y'all know Heavenly. Y'all know her way done. We know her. And I said, to be honest, when you know your friend, what you get upset about? That's how Heavenly is. That's a girl about. That is what it is. She gonna talk smack on her channel, and then she gonna come back next to me and call me the next day and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, girl," and to do the same thing over again the next day. So I said, "Girl, at this point, you gotta know your friends. You gotta know your friends." And that's why I said, why y'all pretending? That's what
I
the
don't
whole.
think her and Sweet Tea are pretending. They're not.
No. Heavenly and Sweet Tea's not pretending, but the other girls act like they don't know Heavenly. I said, this is how she is. That's how she is. She don't know Heavenly like that. But I do believe that they was building a friendship, and I do feel like some way, shape, or some way, shape, or form, it turned on her. It was turned on her. Maybe because she wanted to bring drama or whatever. But take it how you dish it. If you come at the girl, she gonna come after you. And we see that T would not be quiet about it. So you talk about the girl, you talk about her husband, she gonna talk about your husband. And you get mad when somebody talk about your husband, don't talk about somebody else's husband. That's why I have with Heavenly. I said, girl, give Heavenly what she needs. And that's why I'm not mad when T speaks up. I never gonna be mad. Because I said everybody mad that T needs to shut up. I said, why she need to shut up?
Now let me say this. I don't care for Sweet Bitter Tea at all. But it's not really a person on this cast that I can say is my favorite either.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite in this cast. I just enjoy just watching the show. I don't have a favorite either.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't have favorites around the shows. I might like somebody more than other people, but I don't really don't have favorites. Because I said, what's the point? I don't know these people like that. So some people I might like some of their actions, but as their favorites, no. But I may say I might enjoy someone and still call them out because that's what I am. Like I like Candace from Potomac. She had moments that I could criticize, yes, but I enjoyed her normally.
Right.
Like Monique until she did what she did to Candace.
Right.
So like I never liked G-Neck. That's your tell. So, but we're gonna get back to that. That's what's over. And I don't talk about that show anymore. I got done with it. So separately, they did line dancing. Alana had no rhythm, but it was cute, a bonding moment. I said, I like fun stuff like that. Even though they didn't take themselves so seriously, it was a fun moment. So it was cute.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do a photo shoot, a Cowboy Carter inspired photo shoot tomorrow. And Toya's in charge. I said, oh, child.
Oh, I saw the preview for that. Toya got on everybody's nerves. And I think it's gonna get back to the point where Toya, it looked like from their preview that Toya and Contessa are gonna get back to the point where they have competition. Because I think they only bonded because Dr. Heavenly and Contessa on the out.
Oh, child, yeah. Feel like Toya. Let's see what Toya gonna do. Toya gonna be Toya. Samoa and Jackie left and went outside because they went outside in the bonfire to try to talk.
Oh, I would enjoy that.
Huh?
The bonfire. I would enjoy that.
Oh yeah,
They should have some more. Did they have some more? I don't think they had some more.
No, they was eating food, real food, like salad, stuff like that. Small, I would love, that would have been a good small moment. It's share stories and talk about and laugh. So yeah, I always talk about this all the time. So Quad with her little monologue, she said, listen.
That's a monologue.
Yeah, her monologue. Listen, I just feel like this. You just said, I said, get look at that. She tried to get Heavenly and Contessa to make amends, but even I also was like, Quad, you still not a good terms with Simone and some of the ladies yourself. So how you try to mend something when you is also having issues too? So try to get them together. She said, y'all been friends. Y'all just like, can y'all get back together? You know, that's so seriousness and all that, and you have to stop it. And I was like, okay, Quad, we get it.
Nobody can be that quiet. Quiet is the drama, baby.
She is. And Heavenly does feel, you can tell Heavenly still feel for, has some emotions or feelings about the Contessa. But I think she don't want to open up again anymore. And I think she don't want to go deep with Contessa again, get hurt again. So it's some feelings there with them. So I think y'all just need to come to an agreement and come to understanding. and your boundary of friendship and relationship, if y'all can get to the point again, to that point, or keep it cool, just keep it moving. But I do feel like it's something there, and I just need anything wait at your own terms and away from the group. The group. That's what I think. I need to be away from the group. But we do know next week, they're gonna have some issues. Security, and I know that's right, Emily. You better call security.
Yeah, she gonna need security because I bet you any amount of money could tell her to be there, but ain't no doubt about that.
And I guess she knows that. And I said I ain't gonna fight lose the battle.
And what's amazing to me is that Quiet and Contessa, it don't seem like they really have a good relationship. But they're like Giselle and Wendy. They're sorrow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it seems odd to see them on TV claiming the same sorority, but not getting along on the show. Because
Yeah.
sorority sisters are good for acting like they get along. in, in public, at least. Anyway.
Yes. I know that's right. So Simone told T, she's like, so you need to ignore heavily. And you've been failing because you not ignore her. And I said, I agree. You need to ignore her. Ignore her. She ignored
Can you
you.
ignore somebody that's talking about your mama and calling, saying your
That's
mama
what I'm
and talking
saying.
about your mama is a pedo? Can
Listen.
you ignore
No, I can't. She can't ignore that. Going back and forth because they have been really going back and forth. But I said ignore means that don't let her get to you when you want to seize together with her like that. You don't respond
that?
to us like that. And I just was Simone trying to tell T that. But no, if she talk about you on social media, you can talk about it back. It's like that. But at the end of the day, when she on her platform, she's answering questions that people asking her on her platform. So just like Heavenly does too. So I said, well, what is the issue? You do the same thing, Heavenly. So it's like, but I would know Heavenly too. I would have. I was like, okay. But oh, what's his name? Jackie said, enjoy contestant. Well, I don't know. Somebody said felt one sided. Who said it felt one sided? Was
Who
it Heavenly?
said
Somebody said it was one sided.
talking about?
Oh, Heavenly felt it was one sided with Contessa. That's what it was. She said, if one
Oh,
sided, I've been
okay,
always
yeah.
there for her. If they let her, then she does one sided. I said, okay. That's probably another reason why she wanted to business. She said, listen, I've been there for her, but somebody was trying to remind her that Contessa been there for you too. And do a lot of these things. She said, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. She was there. I said, so it wasn't just this one sided thing. Y'all had a genuine friendship. And I just think y'all need to get it together and remind and see what can y'all do, whether y'all gonna move on or not. And so Toya said she had to prove everybody outfits before they go to the next day. And she come in and said, oh, I don't like that. Wear white, wear this, wear that. Oh, you got girl, you doing this. I was like that. And that's how it really ended. Go to next week to the photo shoot. But any
And
last
that's
thought about the last scene about Paul
uh,
trying to get together or Simone with Simone say the T and have any feelings about Contessa when she kind of broke down a little bit, but
I do see, but I see all their points. I see that Heavenly feels like I can understand why she feels like it's one sided because I haven't heard Contessa apologize once, not one time. And because she thinks that this whole situation between the friendship is broken only because of Heavenly's YouTube channel. It seems surface, but it seems to me that's the only thing that she can come up with. And Toya, she gets on everybody's nerves. She's like a little flea, You need to flick it off. And
yeah,
because she don't need to be telling anybody what to wear. I know it's supposed to be a theme photo shoot, but Toya is a horrible dresser. So who's gonna listen to her really, between she and Dr. Simone? I mean, I can't pick
oh,
both of
yes,
them. So there's that. And then Dr. Jackie, well, Quad trying to get everybody together after, she's still coming off of and recovering from, being kicked out the house. So
yeah,
she she basically needs to be the person who just lays back and observe and just calm down with the speech. You know, as Melody says, the MLK speech. We just it's too much at this point.
Yes, exactly. So that was Married to Medicine and everything. But do you have anything? I'm looking forward to the next episodes and everything and see how it goes because I want to see how this photo shoot turned out and I also want to see how this happened between Willie and Glenn and what led to it.
Oh
And
yeah.
I will watch a video and see what's the behind the tea, what led to that. And but before we get out of here, do you have anything coming up that people need to know? You want them to know about any upcoming views and stuff on your channel?
Well, I am working on well actually right now SLC is uploading. Might don't do SLC, y'all. You get into it. Get into it. SLC is the bomb. Get into it. And I'm doing Potomac. I got Potomac coming up. And let's see. Oh, all the Queens.
All the Queens men. Yes, I got to catch up. I watched the first two seasons of the new season. I got to catch up with the rest of the episodes. But I love it. I love that show.
Are you gonna recap it?
I watch it for my enjoyment. I don't watch it to review it. I watch it to enjoy it because some shows are like that's one of the shows I love to watch and review on my own time. That and Family Business, and I use to review Family Business, but I say, you know what, I want to just watch it and enjoy it. So I think, but
I recap Family Business.
yes, I love those two shows. That's great. And upcoming shows for me, I'm gonna
Did
do.
you used to read Carl Weber's books before you got into Family Business? The show.
Yes, I used to read the book. Yeah.
I used to read books. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
We on the same.
I
See,
used to, I was
I supposed to be the same person, except for you like Selena and I don't. But other than that,
yeah, she gave no reason to like her, but it is what it is. It's like that. Shows update my channel. We're gonna do Love Never Lies. Love Never Lies. That was on Netflix, South Africa. I'm gonna do a live on that, and I'm gonna do it on Sunday because Sunday gonna be off. I'm on vacation all starting next week. Starting Saturday, I'm gonna be vacation. So I gonna go back to nostalgia
now
time.
what did you say? What did you say that was? What was that?
Love Never Lies, South Africa.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. It's good. It's good. It's 8 episodes. It's really good. Enjoyed it.
Okay.
The Ultimatum season 3. Also gonna do another live. I'm gonna do a live with that season. Um, upcoming shows or Married to Medicine, Belle Collective. I'm doing that. Upcoming shows from that next year, Real House of Atlanta. I'm getting to that. I've decided to review it. I'm not gonna review Ready to Love, but it's coming back out. If y'all people who love Ready to Love, it's coming back out. I will just want to watch it on my Discord.
I
So yes. And Beyond the Gate is a all black cast soap opera that's coming up on CBS and also Paramount. So I used to watch those. I know you go and watch the soap. I used to watch the Passions. It was one of my favorites.
Right now, I still watch on Beautiful. I watch Young and the Restless every now and then. It's kind of hard for me to watch Young and the Restless because that was my mom's favorite soap. So every time I start watching it, I think about her and I'm like wanting to ask her what do you think that Victor was doing in that moment? And then I have to remember that she's not with me. So I have to kind of back off from that.
Yes, I used to watch soap. That was my favorite. Passions. I think and One Life to Live. The two I used to watch a lot. And
I used to watch One Life
to Live. And then Beyond the Gates is an all black cast soap opera.
Right.
So I would say
on One Life to Live, Family Business, the mother on Family Business started on One Life to Live.
Okay.
Yeah, and now she's on Young Restless.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Well, I said we got all black ass soap, so it's something to look forward to.
How are you gonna recap a daily soap? So
let's see. We're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah,
Because it's supposed to be a long going thing, but that could be something that it could be bring forward because it's something for us. And I know some people might not get it, watch it. So it's like I wanted to bring the thing to us. So I'll see how it goes. If it's a daily thing, maybe I could just watch a couple episodes and give a recap instead of doing that way every day. It's not doing every day because I go do a video every day. I'm gonna watch probably a couple episodes, give my opinions, give my I like a recap and keep continue going. support it, support the show. And so and other stuff on my channel. I go do end of the year live. It's coming up. I do one every year, and that's that. So thanks so for all that stuff. But it was appreciate you coming with me, DVD and everything. And hopefully in the future we do some more collabs. I enjoyed this. And so like that. I know she's very active her channel too. So y'all please, if you're not, I'll put her link in the description box down below. So if you want to subscribe to her channel and whatnot, just support each other and whatnot. We still support each other on our channel. Like I said, we support small YouTubers, but we try to make it big. We try to make a name for ourselves. So like that. Enjoy. So, and she does a lot of shows that I don't review on her channel too. So I'll be watching those as well. And she does tea, like social media tea as well. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Any last thing you want to say before we get out of here?
No, I'm good. You go get you some rest. I need to do the same because this is, like I said, I'm preparing for these kids to get out of school.
I do overnight shift today. I know that's right. I got the overnight shift now, and at that, then after that, I'm on my vacation mode. So it's like, okay, wait till tonight is over. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Subscribe to both our channels. Peace out.
Deuces.
See you. Have a blessed night. Talk to you later. Peace out.